Hello and welcome to YNWE Transfer News, your ultimate source for all Liverpool FC transfer news. Our first news is this. Liverpool players to return for pre-season on Tuesday. Liverpool players will start to return to the club on Tuesday after pre-season training was postponed following the death of Diogo Jota. A small group of players, likely comprised of youngsters and those not on post-season international duty, were due to report to the AXA Training Center for fitness checks on Friday. A larger contingent were then expected to report back on Monday to start their preparations for the new season. Those plans changed in the wake of Jota's tragic death, with members of the Liverpool squad, staff and officials attending the funeral in Portugal on Saturday. According to Liverpool Echo, the club are now set to return for training on Tuesday, with players granted extra time off to grieve the death of their teammate and friend. As it stands, there has been no decision on whether the first friendly of the summer against Preston next Sunday will be cancelled, with players and staff to be consulted upon their return. If it does go ahead, tributes will be paid to Jota on what will be an emotionally charged afternoon on the pitch and in the stands. Jota had been travelling back for pre-season with his brother Andre Silva when his vehicle crashed in northern Spain on Thursday morning. In his tribute to Jota, Mohamed Salah spoke of how the number 20's tragic passing had left him frightened of going back to Liverpool after the break. "I am truly lost for words," Salah penned. "Until yesterday, I never thought there would be something that would frighten me of going back to Liverpool after the break. Teammates come and go, but not like this. It's going to be extremely difficult to accept that Diogo won't be there when we go back. My thoughts are with his wife, his children, and of course his parents who suddenly lost their children. Those close to Diogo and his brother Andre need all the support they can get. They will never be forgotten." How Arsenal outplayed Liverpool to secure Martin Zubimendi in a year-long transfer masterstroke. Arsenal have officially confirmed the signing of Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Martin Zubimendi's future has been a topic of discussion since last summer. Zubimendi had agreed to sign for Liverpool before making a surprise last-minute U-turn, deciding to stay with the Spanish side. In January, reports emerged that Arsenal are favourites to sign Zubimendi, and in May, it was reported that Arsenal have agreed a deal with Sociedad. While rejecting Liverpool may have appeared to be a simple change of heart from the player, a recent report has revealed how Arsenal cunningly outplayed Liverpool in a year-long pursuit to secure Zubimendi's signature. How Arsenal beat Liverpool to the transfer of Martin Zubimendi. According to The Telegraph, Arsenal made their intentions clear as early as last summer when they approached Real Sociedad with an audacious double midfield proposal. The Gunners aimed to sign Mikel Merino immediately and secure Zubimendi for the summer of 2025, a staggered £80 million-plus package masterminded by the then sporting director Edu Gasper and assistant sporting director Jason Ato. The report details that the move wasn't just financially shrewd, it was a tactical masterclass. By avoiding the immediate activation of Zubimendi's £50 million release clause, Arsenal created flexibility around the deal's structure. It also gave Sociedad breathing room to plan for life without their two key midfielders, instead of losing both in a single window. The report further details that the player himself also reconsidered his decision to join Liverpool due to the timing and stability, given that the club had a new manager in Arne Slot, freshly appointed as Jurgen Klopp's successor, raising concerns over a potential transitional period. Liverpool's transition proved to be flawless. Zubimendi had concerns regarding the potential instability at Anfield during the transition from Klopp to Slot, but it proved to be rather seamless. Slot made an immediate impact, leading Liverpool to a dominant Premier League title, their 20th in history. Zubimendi's absence was hardly felt, as Slot transformed Ryan Gravenberch into a world-class defensive midfielder who became a cornerstone of the Reds' success. Liverpool lost just 2 games on their way to securing the Premier League title. While their performances dipped slightly towards the end, it was an expected drop-off after having already clinched the trophy. Now, ahead of their title defense, the Reds have significantly strengthened their squad with the additions of Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, and Milos Kerkez. They also remain active in the market, with plans to bring in a new striker and another centre-back to further bolster their options for the upcoming campaign. Fabrizio Romano reveals secret Arsenal transfer talks in last 24 to 48 hours as here we go expected very soon. Fabrizio Romano has lifted the lid on secret talks that took place between Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon in the last 24 to 48 hours over Victor Gyökeres. The Sweden international has established himself as one of the most prolific centre-forwards in world football in the last couple of years, and he's now expected to make his way to the Emirates Stadium. Alfredo Padula provided Caught Offside with his exclusive insight into the Gyökeres to Arsenal deal, with Manchester United also trying to position themselves as contenders for this signing. And now Romano, speaking on his YouTube channel, says that this deal has sped up after secret meetings in the last 24 to 48 hours. Fabrizio Romano on Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal transfer. Discussing Arsenal's move for Gyökeres, Romano said, "Today guys, we have to open with a big bomba that will mark this summer transfer window because Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal, that here we go is expected very soon. Could be a matter of hours maximum days, but Arsenal are getting really close to signing Victor Gyökeres. It's a big one because Arsenal have been looking for a striker for a long time, but now we are almost there in this race to find the new number 9 for Mikel Arteta, and Victor Gyökeres looks to be the man. Why? What happened in the last 24-48 hours, in secret, in silence in Portugal with direct talks? Arsenal have been advancing a lot in conversations with Sporting for Victor Gyökeres. What happened in the last 24 to 48 hours is that Gyökeres told, in a very clear way to Sporting, that he only wants to go to Arsenal, that he's not going to show up for training next week. He's not going to play for the club anymore. He wants to go to Arsenal. There is an agreement between Victor Gyökeres' agents and Arsenal, with the director Andrea Berta. The contract is ready, it's a long-term deal. The salary is agreed. The world package is okay. Gyökeres accepted every condition offered by Arsenal after conversations. Romano added, he's pushing to go to Arsenal and now the deal is really close. So what a day for Arsenal. Arsenal finally find their striker solution. Arsenal didn't get a single player into double figures for league goals last season as they missed out on the Premier League title, finishing in second place for a third year in a row. It's clear that someone like Gyökeres was urgently needed this summer, so fans will surely be delighted with today's news. With someone like Gyökeres coming in and potentially adding 20 to 30 goals a season, that could make Mikel Arteta's side favourites for the title next term. Arsenal have also signed Martin Zubimendi to strengthen their midfield after the departures of both Jorginho and Thomas Partey, while Kepa Arrizabalaga has joined as the club's new backup goalkeeper. Luis Diaz broke down in tears after hearing of tragic death of great friend Diogo Jota. Luis Diaz has shared a heartfelt message as he mourned the tragic loss of his Liverpool colleague Diogo Jota, who died in a car accident. The Colombian winger was deeply affected by the news and regretted not being able to attend the funeral due to circumstances. Diaz opened up about his grief on Win Sports, expressing how the sudden passing of Jota left him and the team in shock. He spoke highly of Jota's influence on him at Anfield, highlighting their close friendship and the welcoming environment Jota provided when Diaz joined the club. Obviously, it's very hard. It's very hard to find out about news like that, isn't it? Said Diaz. The first thing you do when you wake up is to look at the news, which is very sad because of what happened, honestly. The family among us, it caught us all off guard and I don't think anyone is prepared for that kind of news. A teammate, instrumental in my arrival in Liverpool because his family welcomed me, he welcomed me and we became great friends. We had a great, healthy rivalry and he was important. We always agree on many things. I just want to wish him a lot of strength, give a lot of strength to his family, to his wife, to his children that he left behind. Because the truth is they must be suffering a lot from this terrible news. It hurts a lot. It was incredible when I woke up and saw the news. The truth is I broke down in tears. It is a very big pain. Diaz also reflected on how much it meant when Jota displayed his support after Diaz's parents were kidnapped, by running to the sidelines and holding aloft his shirt after scoring against Nottingham Forest in October 2023. I remember that he had a very Very nice gesture towards me, and that is always going to stay with me," he said. "Just like I said on the photo I uploaded to social media. I just want to tell him to rest in peace, that I will carry a great friend with me in my heart who will always be remembered by his team, by his family, by his friends, and by everyone he left behind." Diaz had posted a special tribute to Hoda on social media, writing, "I have no words. It hurts in my soul. Not just for what he was on the pitch, but for the person he was off of it. There are gestures that one never forgets, and Diogo had one with me that will accompany me all my life." Ibrahima Konate reacts to Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele gestures after devastating Diogo Jota tribute. Ibrahima Konate has thanked his France teammates Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele after both dedicated goals to Diogo Jota in the FIFA Club World Cup. Jota, the Liverpool forward, passed away in the early hours of Thursday morning, July 3rd, when he was killed in a car crash along with his brother, Andrés Silva. The pair had been driving across Spain in order to catch a ferry to return to Merseyside for the start of Liverpool's pre-season, only for their vehicle to veer off the road following a tire blowout. Jota and Silva were laid to rest in their hometown of Gondomar on Saturday, July 5th, with the majority of the Red squad, including Konate, traveling to Portugal for the pair's funeral. Jota's Portugal teammates, Ruben Neves and João Cancelo, also managed to fly in for the funeral, despite the fact they had been representing Al Hilal in the first FIFA Club World Cup quarter-final on Friday, July 4th, in Orlando, Florida in the United States. While the pair were able to make it back to Portugal for the funeral, the likes of Pedro Neto and Trent Alexander-Arnold were not able to due to their own FIFA Club World Cup commitments on Saturday. However, the pair both paid tribute to Jota as Chelsea and Real Madrid beat Palmeiras and Borussia Dortmund respectively to progress to the semi-finals. Alexander-Arnold would set up Real Madrid's second goal in a 3-2 win, while Kylian Mbappe celebrated his match-winning goal against Dortmund by doing a 20 gesture with his fingers, in reference to Jota's shirt number, and praying. Meanwhile, Dembele had earlier celebrated his own goal against Bayern Munich by recreating Jota's famous gamer goal celebration. Konate took to social media after both goals to thank his France colleagues for honoring his Liverpool teammate. Posting a picture of Dembele's goal celebration on his Instagram story, Konate tagged the forward and wrote, "My brother," along with one clapping hands emoji, 3 heart emojis and 2 dove emojis and a tearful face emoji. He would then do similar after Mbappe's goal, sharing an image of the striker's celebration as he again wrote, though this time in capital letters, "My brother." Tagging the Real Madrid superstar, he also posted 4 heart emojis, a dove emoji, 1 clapping hands emoji and a tearful face emoji. Konate had earlier paid his own emotional tribute to Jota on Instagram when sharing a compilation video of the pair on the social media platform. He wrote, "Diogo, I still can't believe it. I'm devastated. I have no words to express my feelings. Beyond the extraordinary footballer you were, there was an exceptional man, a friend, and brother. May you and Andre rest in peace. I am truly devastated by this news. This club, this family that we shared together, will never forget you. I think back to all the moments we shared and I still can't believe it, they all seemed perfect. You can be sure of one thing, your family won't walk alone. We'll be there to help them through this devastating moment. I would like to address the world. Today it's Diogo and his brother. Yesterday it was someone else. Tomorrow it could be us. Let's enjoy every moment that life offers us, with our families, friends, even strangers. Let's try to live in peace and send each other love. We don't know what tomorrow brings. I love you, my brother." Thank you for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.